Hi, in an effort to stimulate economic growth, Rachel Reeves has announced a sweeping initiative to cut regulatory red tape, streamline processes, eliminate unnecessary bureaucracy. And this move follows concerns raised by industry leaders and the Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development, which recently downgraded the UK's economic growth forecast for 2025 and 2026. Reeves has emphasised that excessive bureaucracy has hindered growth, delaying investment and slowing down decision-making processes. And the meeting with industry regulators at Downing Street underscores the government's commitment to reform, with an ambitious target to reduce administrative costs by 25%. Now, this means fast-tracking approval processes for infrastructure projects, including the Lower Thames crossing and a potential Heathrow expansion. It means renewing hundreds of pages of guidance on bat protection and removing permits for low-risk projects and just basically sorting out regulation reform. It means simplifying mortgage lending rules, allowing easier remortgaging and shorter mortgage terms, revising contactless payment limits, potentially increasing the £100 cap, encouraging technological innovation, including large-scale drone trials for deliveries. And as part of this broader effort to streamline processes, the government has already abolished NHS England, the world's largest quango, and plans to merge or dissolve additional regulatory bodies, like the Payment Systems Regulator is being folded into the Financial Conduct Authority. The Regulator for Community Interest Companies will be incorporated into Companies House, and more quangos are expected to be axed by the summer as ministers identify further candidates for consolidation. Critics argue that deregulation mustn't come at the expense of necessary oversight, and while the government is keen to cut red tape, it must ensure that vital consumer protections and environmental safeguards remain intact. There are also concerns about potential unintended consequences, particularly regarding deregulation in financial services and infrastructure planning. The OECD's revised forecast reflects broader global uncertainties exacerbated by ongoing trade tensions and sluggish domestic economic performance. The UK economy unexpectedly shrank by 0.1% in January, further increasing pressure on Reeves to deliver effective economic policies. The Shadow Chancellor Mel Stride has criticised the Labour government for focusing on deregulation rather than addressing the burden of taxation and trade union restrictions on businesses. But deregulation is something that even the Conservative Party was keen on, at least under David Cameron. Mel Stride should be celebrating this. Meanwhile, industry leaders like Mark Allen of Landsec have welcomed the reforms but warned that meaningful impact will take years rather than months. Indeed, it will. The government's drive to cut red tape is an ambitious attempt to reinvigorate the UK's economic landscape. And while the promise of reducing regulatory burdens and simplifying processes is welcomed by businesses, the challenge lies in implementing these changes effectively without compromising essential standards. As the government pushes forward with its regulatory overhaul, the balance between efficiency and accountability will be crucial in determining its success. In the coming months, all eyes will be on Reeves as she delivers her emergency budget and provides further details of the trajectory of the UK's economic recovery. And the question remains, will cutting red tape truly unlock the UK's growth potential, or will it reintroduce new risks that outweigh the benefits? Let's wait and see.